Yeah. So now of course mkafika US. So kwa border, what's happening at the border in the US that
The
time?
same thing.
Because terrorists.
Yeah, it was like very, very heightened security.
2 hours. Okay. And who's in Chicago this time? How will you move now?
So now I got married
Yeah.
in nikiwa Kansas. And
Haraka
then
hivi.
he used this is 3 years.
Hiyo ni haraka. Nairobi huko umeacha mtu nyuma. Iko Nini.
Iko Nini.
Yeah, so vile unacheki jo. Leo ni story na pap podcast and pedicure. Tuko hizi maside za Nanyuki. Inaitwa The La Vida Salon and Spa. Na iko hapa Nanyuki. Where specifically Nanyuki?
Nanyuki area the place is Mint Square.
Yes.
Next to Brabant School.
Oh, okay. Yes, so leo niko na Monica. Na Monica, a lot of you know her story, but you've never seen her. She's the one that was featured by Mkuru kwa ile show yake ilikuwa inaitwa America by Bus. That was such an interesting story, yeah? So ulienda ka States which year?
Ilikuwa 2001.
2001?
Yes.
Alafu ndio mara ya kwanza kurudi ama you've been around?
No, I usually come back.
Yes.
Often. Usually at least once a year or more, even more sometimes.
Yes.
More than I can come back 3 times a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now, yeah, when I first went, the first time nili come back ilikuwa like 5 years.
Oh, yeah. Because the most interesting thing about your story is you went alafu ukiwa kwa air, that's when 9/11 happened, yes?
Oh yeah.
So I think let's rewind kidogo before because baadaye nataka tuongee juu ya like this business ya spa, salon and spa.
Yeah.
But wacha tuangalie kule do ya biashara ilitoka. So America. So how did you find yourself in America? Like ulienda paje? Like what were you doing in Kenya? Kabla decide ku relocate?
I was a student.
Okay.
Yeah, tulikuanga kole Moi University. Chepkoilel.
Yes.
LD. Yeah. So and then my sister was already in the US and my brother.
Yes.
So they organized for me. So nikapata student visa.
Yes.
So I ended up going with a student visa.
Oh, so ulikuwa what were you studying at Moi?
BSc.
Oh,
BCom
BSc.
and chemistry.
Oh, BSc? Chemistry.
Chemistry.
Peke yake?
Yes.
Oh, because mimi nifanyaga BSc Maths and Chemistry.
No, ilikuwa chemistry na I think ilikuwa zoology or something.
Yes.
But the major ilikuwa chemistry.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then which you left when you are what year?
Second year.
Second year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So now how was that process kwanza? Like getting visa na vitu kama hizo like in 2001 before 9/11?
It wasn't as hard as it is now. Saa hizo ilikuwa tu una apply once you get the school and get the I-94, it's the document that they give you from the college.
Yes.
Once they accept you, then they give you your I-94.
Yes.
And then you need sasa you apply for the visa.
Yes.
You go for the interview. Same process that you need to go and get the proof that you're going as a student and then you're not going to work there.
Yes.
And then but it wasn't as hard as it is now. Yeah.
Okay. So let's go back to that day. So now 9/11 happens on September 11th, yes? But you are supposed to travel on September 8th.
Yes.
So what happened on September 8th?
So tumeenda I get my visa, the whole shebang hizo siku zilikuwa ni zile. When you get a visa, your whole village is escorting you to the airport. Na kabasi. So wamekuja wote, wamenipeleka airport, wameacha nimeenda. Tumeingia kwa plane. After kidogo, before we left, they're like something is wrong with the plane. So there's a part they're waiting for. So inakuwa delayed. There's a part they're waiting for and then haikupatikana.
Yes.
So eventually wakatukutoa kwa ndege, they're like, we'll have to fly the next day. So wakatupeleka hoteli. Saizo ilikuwa ile Intercontinental before it closed.
Yes. Ile ilikuwa ya Moi. Ilikuwa ya Moi ama ilikuwa story?
Nilisikia kitu kwa hiyo. Yeah. So this is the first time I'm traveling anywhere. alafu sasa mmeenda airport, imebounce, mmepelekwa Intercontinental. It was a whole adventure. So nimelala Intercontinental. And then after that, sasa the next day tena tukarudishwa airport. Sasa now
this is now 9/9.
Yeah, so actually that was 9th. Now this is 10th. Yeah, 9th is when I was supposed to travel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so now we're traveling on the 10th.
Yes.
On the 10th, tunafika Amsterdam. I had a layover in Amsterdam.
Yes.
For I think 4 hours.
So mulitoka Nairobi on 10th.
Yes.
10th sanga
usiku.
Yes.
Yeah.
So sio inamaanisha mngefika 11th mkafika which makes sense. Yes, can still be 11th. Yes. So mkafika 11th Amsterdam.
Yes.
Alafu 4-hour layover. Do you remember what time in Amsterdam?
No, I can't remember the time. You need me coming. 2001. That's what 20 something years.
Yes.
So I don't remember the specific times. But yeah, so tukafanya hiyo layover in Amsterdam. And then sasa kutoka Amsterdam now supposed to travel to Detroit.
Yes.
And then from Detroit do a connecting flight to Kansas. Well, that's where my sister used to live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I was going now.
Okay, because now I'm guessing this is on 10th.
10th.
So mkiwa on 10th au mlive Kenya on 10th, so most probably unafika Amsterdam on 11th. Yes. Don't forget America is like 7 hours nyuma. Yes, I think inakuaga come to Amsterdam ni 8 hours. No?
Yeah, behind.
Yes. Yes, so America iko nyuma. So now the flight mkachukua. So flight ya Amsterdam yani to Detroit ilikuwa which one?
KLM.
KLM still, eh?
Yes, KLM still.
Okay. So mshafika huko then mnaambiwa hamwezi land. Like how did that happen? So
tulikuwa because of this delays zenye zime happen. So now this is the first time you're traveling. Yes. So you umechanganywa, you don't know what's happening. So after then they say we were like an hour away from landing.
Yes.
In Detroit now. Alafu kidogo they're like, hey, we're getting news, we are not able to land. They didn't get the news. They didn't say what the news was. They just said the flights are getting rerouted to Canada.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're like, we're not able to land, so we're going to be rerouting to Canada. Yes. And we'll give you more information as we get it.
Yes.
So sisi wote hakuna mtu anajua nini na happen. Yeah, so tukaambiwa tunaenda kuland Canada.
Okay. Alafu this was your first time flying ama ulikuwa fly before?
This was the first time. Yes. First time ever. Yeah.
So now how long did mlika kwa hewa for how long?
So from here to from Nairobi to Amsterdam is like 8 hours. Yes. Then the layover was about 4 hours and then another 9 hours even. Yes. So we fly for 8 hours up to Amsterdam, up to Detroit. So we are supposed to land, and then now that's when happened. So from there, sikumbuki ilikuwa how long.
Detroit, Toronto is not too far.
It's not too far. Yeah, it's not too far how we were rerouted. The problem was because all the flights were rerouted to Canada.
Yes.
Sasa mnafika alafu there's like you're just circling mkingojea kuambiwa now you can land. Yes. So we actually took a lot of time in just circling around, probably like another 6 hours or so.
Yeah. What? Ilikuwa na fuel, eh?
Alianza by the way alianza kusema like we could have ran out of fuel because he was circling so much.
Yes.
Yeah, just looking for Nini.
Okay. And now sasa you land in Canada. And you land in Canada. At what point mlijua there was a terrorist attack?
After sasa vile tunakaribia ku land, some people started getting, that was 2001, so mi hata sina cell phone traveling. A lot of people didn't.
Hata ni kuinterrupt. Kato anashindwa kwa nini na make faces ni moga mtu wa dhivi. Sasa kitu anafanya nasikia dhivi. That's how we do podcast and pedicure. Nasikia kadhi hivi. It's funny.
Is it a good pipi or?
I don't know. It just feels weird.
A nice weird.
I don't know if it's a nice weird. But so now let's go back. You land. mkiwa kwa hewa ndio mliweza kujua there something has happened.
Something has happened, lakini watu wanasema sijui kama ni bomb, sijui ni nini. Like it was all, nobody had information at all.
But bomb may happen US, that's why you can go to US.
Yes,
some nafikiri bomb may happen Detroit.
Hakuna mtu anajua ni wapi. Unajua several bombs. Watu wanasema there was a bomb in New York, there was a bomb in
Philadelphia,
you know, all those areas. So nobody knew exactly. So after sasa tumeland, that's when now we start seeing the news kwa nini, all the monitors in the airport. Like now we're seeing the airplanes going, hitting the buildings, because they kept replaying it over and over. Sasa this is what happened. They don't know what's happening. The second one, actually, I think when we were watching the second one come in, people didn't even know it's coming in. You know, so by the time when I hit the second building, so it was crazy. And then you like, when they wanna travel, umechoka, you have no idea what is happening. So it was scary. So and then sasa, they tell us, get out, get all your luggage, and then sasa from Canada they'll figure out what is going to happen next, because all airlines have been shut down in the US. There was no airlines open. Hakuna ndege zina fly. So when we are in Canada now, they'll figure out what's going to happen.
Alafu hiyo time tulikuwa tumebewa mzigo mingi kutoka Nairobi.
Zimebebea kina system maunga, mataska, sijui nini. All those things zenye tunabebanga tukienda. So it was a heavy suitcase. So and it was just the one suitcase. It was very heavy. So I'm just dragging it. Umefika hapo hivyo sasa line mnapata line iko like hivi, like you're seeing the counter you're supposed to go to there, lakini line vile imeenda hivi.
Unakogelea lines za airport. Kuzio tiwaga ina improve efficiency. Like if you put
So it was hectic. It was so hectic. But sasa we don't know what's happening. We're just going with the flow.
So at some point you wanted to give up and just leave the bag.
Hata nilikuwa nimeiacha. Ilikuwa heavy. Kafika mahali I'm like, wacha nipange tu hii line. Hii bag hata hakuna kitu ya maana nilikuwa nimebeba sana, hizo vitu za kuwapelekea na manguo zangu whatever. So I'm like, I'm tired of it. Nikaiacha hapo hivyo. And then they came up as they saw it. You know, now everything is heightened, the security. So wakaona nimeiacha hapo hivyo, they like, no, you can't do that. So they came back. Niambia nichukue mzigo zangu nazo. So just like unapanga hiyo line ukiivuta. And it was not a very si kama hizi nini suitcase za siku hizi ati easy to move nini.
Ilikuwa na miguu?
No, ilikuwa na miguu zingine hazivutiki. So ni ile like I think zingine hata zilikuwa zimelock ama zimebreak sana kudrag.
Okay. Uliniambia watu tu kama mnashindwa na make faces kwa nini? Maana vile nimekunja vidole.
Your first manicure ever. Or pedicure.
So now of course you're forced to take the bag. Flights are not flying into the US because US flights were grounded for how many days?
That took almost a week. For things to start reopening.
Going back to normal.
Because even when they opened, now unajua pali where you were grounded, that's where you were grounded. And usually how planes work ni hiyo ndege inakuja na hiyo staff. Alafu they come, they change, wanachukua another flight, wanaenda another place. So whoever was grounded, wherever they are grounded, they cannot move. So hata saa zile wali open wakasema ndege zile. So sasa tukiwa Canada, they had to move us by bus.
By bus. That's why episode ya Mkuruni to America by bus.
Mkuru alisema niliendanga US na Mbukinya.
So Amsterdam lika nini at Amsterdam? Toronto lika for how long?
It was it was more than a day because the lines were just so crazy and they were trying to figure out, and then the airlines sasa whoever you had booked with ndio sasa wanajaribu kuwatafutia transport.
Toronto mnalala wapi kwa airport?
Sasa hizo tulikuwa kwa airport, hata hakuna kulala. Sasa hizo tulikuwa ni ma lines. So until hiyo ilikuwa siku moja hapana.
Cause hapo sile uvundo iko hapo ni na pia brush meno pia.
Kama uko, you know, when you travel you have to bring
hand luggage.
At least hand luggage. That's why you should always put a toiletry kit in your hand luggage. Sasa hizo mi na travel for the first time, so I don't know this. So
unachachisha tukiongea na mtu anashindwa. Alafu what are you eating at the airport? Toronto.
In Toronto they were giving snacks.
Yeah.
So I don't know who had organized, but they were giving snacks. But hiyo au kukuwa na hiyo because most of the time in Toronto was just lines. Yeah. Ila kwenda sasa you figure out to go to the airline yenu ndio wawasort wajue vile mtafika kule mlikuwa mnaenda
Detroit. Alafu inasemekana ati from Toronto to Detroit ni 6 hours. Detroit to Toronto. I think Mkuru alisema ni around 6 hours.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
So iko far hivyo?
No, it's not very far. That's why they were able to at least go with the bus.
So now one bus iko na like how many people?
It's a big bus. So it's probably more than 100 people.
Yeah.
It was big. Yeah.
Okay, so you needed like for that one plane you need at least 2 buses.
Yes.
Go move around. So were you on the first bus, second bus? Ama ulijipata tu kwa bus?
Mimi nilijipata tu pali tu line imekupata. Unaenda nayo.
After time kai unajua kwa depressed, ulisit wapi kwa window? Ulikuwa katikati?
At least kwa window ndio nione. At some point I just decided to make this an adventure. So wacha nione kule tunatoka, nachungulia nione Canada kama kuna kaa.
Hapo ilikuwa summer
kwenye tumetoka September.
At least kuna jua ama
hakukuwa nini snow zijaanza at that time.
So now of course mkafika US. So kwa border, what's happening at the border in the US that time? Because terrorists.
It was like very very heightened security. So kwa border pia tulikaa. So tumepanga line kwenda kuchekiwa. You had to get out, take your luggage, waende through everything. And then sasa mnarudi, mnapita. They go through your documents, they grill you.
Yes.
Alafu sasa mkipita ndio sasa mnarudisha luggage on the other side. Yes.
Okay. And now sasa mkipelekwa Detroit mnapelekwa wapi, kwa hoteli ama?
Walitupeleka sasa airport yenye ilikuwa support to land. So katupeleka airport. So at this time hakuna mtu anajua airport zitafungua for how long. So bado uko na ile connecting flight. They think ukifikishwa airport sasa wakifungua wewe uendelee na kule ulikuwa unaenda. So waliturudisha hiyo airport. And then after that sasa vile tulifika ndio tukajua bado hakujafunguliwa. So for like 3 days tuko kwa airport.
3 days mnalala wapi? Kwa airport zile mabench za airport.
So Red Cross walikuja na trucks. Wakakuja na trucks wakaleta food, wakaset up like food trucks. So walikuwa wanatupatia food na maji. Alafu wakaleta 2 foldable beds. Ni kama 2 cot hivi. So hapo tu kwa airport ndio nalala. Alafu mnatumia hizo bathrooms na washrooms za nini za airport. Okay.
So ulika airport for how long?
For like 3 days. So for 3 days ndio tukaona sasa hakufunguliwi. And so at this time I haven't been able to get a hold of my family.
Yes.
So eventually I was able to kupata coins because you know there's the pay funds.
Yes.
Nikapata hizo coins za US. Nikaomba mtu or something. I don't remember even how I got it. Nikazipata. Nikapigia sistangu. So nikaambia kule tuko kwa airport. We still don't know when we'll be able to move. We're still waiting for them to open. Alafu at least there now she was able to get a hotel for me yenye iko karibu na airport. Book, so then was able now to go to the hotel. So tunatokanga kwa hoteli tunakuja tunaangalia airport imefunguliwa bado. Tunangoja leo imefunguliwa. But ndege zinakuja they don't have enough staff and they cannot fly kama staff wamekwama wherever they were grounded. So now whenever they come, if there's not enough staff they can go. Sasa zingine tutakuwa tuna board alafu tena tunatolewa. Mambo ati haiwezi enda juu hakuna enough staff tunarudi tena. So another 3 days nikata. So kwa hoteli kwa airport nilikaa kama a total of 5 days. 6 days.
So juu kama tayari T-Dot ama hiyo Toronto ulikuwa umekaa for 2 days so ulikuwa unatoka Toronto by 13th
ama saizi hata sikumbuki
sema maybe 13th alafu sasa airport another 5 days so let's say that's now 18th.
Yes.
What? So eventually ukapata hiyo flight ya Detroit to Kansas.
Yes.
How long is that flight?
That's like maybe I remember, I think maybe 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause
And
all
if you'd
these
gone by
times-
road ingekuwa how
If I
long?
had gone by road, maybe it would have been like a 14-hour drive, maybe. Maybe no, ilikuwa a 24-hour drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because at
that's
some point,
tricky.
my sister and my brother, they were thinking about like
Kujia.
getting a rental car kunikujia. But the problem was that sasa hii uncertainty mlango imefunguliwa and then it's okay, msikuje, tunaenda. And then tunaenda tunarudishwa. So yeah, that was
Okay. So now Detroit to Kansas. How's that flight? Cause kitu moja naogopa ni mlikuwa mnaoga. Cause hizo siku 8 kwa. Ulienda kwa
at least
hoteli.
nilipata hoteli the last.
At some point ulipata hotel. So siniambia ati hoteli ulipata after 3 days bila kuoga. Like airport.
Airport tulikuwa tunatumia hizo washrooms za airport.
Hizo si zile za passport. Unajua kuoga passport. Ila napanguza makwapa. Alafu you leave the rest of the body to sort itself.
Una survive tu.
Yeah.
Sasa ile kitu ilikuwa nini? What happened with hiyo luggage nilikuwa nimebeba. Nilikuwa nimebeba sijui ma drinks, mataska hizi drinks za Kenya. So ilifika mbali na sisi na the guy that was another lady tulikuwa na yeye hapo hivyo, tulikuwa umetoka Kenya sisi wote tunangojea hiyo nini. So ilibidi tuanze tu sherehe na hizo vitu. So by the time nafika zile vitu nilikuwa nimewaletea, most of them tulikuwa tushamaliza.
Na pia is ange kublame cause the uncertainty around that time. So how was airport security then versus now?
So then then it was ilikuwa easy, you know. So after that is now it became crazy. Ile lazima uende utoe viatu, utoe jacket, utoe mshipi, utoe anything. If you have a laptop. So even hiyo siku sasa, now when finally the airports opened, now they had started hiyo tight security. But haikuwa imefikia ile level iko sahi. So it was easy then.
And then so now you go to the US, umetoka Kenya kama second year student. What were you going to study sasa? Because ulienda ka student, ndio?
Yes.
So ulikuwa unaenda kustudy?
So I was going to go finish my chemistry, biochemistry major. And then I didn't when I got there I was trying to transfer the credits. But it was such a long process. Lazima ninge tumane transcripts from Kenya.
Yes.
Get them translated. And then now you can try to transfer. So it was easier to actually start over.
Okay.
So I ended up starting over.
Yes.
And I did pre-pharmacy.
Okay.
And then ended up applying for pharmacy school.
So ukaanza kufanya pharmacy?
Yeah.
So pharmacy ulifanya Unigan?
In University of Illinois in Chicago.
Basi ulikuwa umeenda through Kansas?
Yeah.
Ulimove?
Kutoka Chicago nilimove.
So Kansas ulika how long?
Kaka for 3 years. Alafu after that nika move to Chicago sasa.
Okay. Kansas na Chicago ziko how far from each other?
It's a Cookie Drive ni kama 12 hours drive.
Okay.
But
fly?
Flight is maybe
1 hour.
Maybe 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. And who's in Chicago this time? Mom will move now.
So now I got married. In nikiwa Kansas. And then he used this is 3 years.
Hiyo ni haraka. Nairobi huko umeacha mtu nyuma.
Sasa.
LDR never works. Yes. Long distance.
Yeah, long distance is complicated. So then I met somebody. Now that's how I moved to Chicago because he was from Chicago. Tulikuwa tumemeet in Chicago, so then I moved there and I got married there.
Okay. And weather, Chicago, Kansas, which one is more Kenya friendly?
Chicago ni baridi. Chicago is nice in the summer, but then in the winter it's called the Windy City.
Yes. The Windy City. Najuaga.
Because it gets really cold. Very, very cold.
Na pia nile cold ya wind.
Sasa hata saa zile kuna snow, hiyo inakuja na kiwindi hivyo. And it's very long, like winter inaweza kaa kutoka, unaweza kuwa na baridi kutoka October mpaka karibu May. Yeah, it's just cold. And then so after that, after nimemaliza shule, then I moved from Chicago. Because I just wanted to move from that weather. Ni baridi sana.
So mkamove na the husband?
Yeah.
Mkaenda wapi?
Florida.
Huko sasa ni jua. Huko sasa ni close to Kenya, si ndio?
Huko ni kama coast.
Okay. Na kwani yeye mwenyewe alikuwa gonna do the same industry?
Yeye alikuwa anafanya na cable IT stuff with the cable companies. So he could move anywhere.
He could move anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
But me, when I graduated, then I found the job in Florida.
So Florida, this is which year? Because we were 2001, 3 years in
2011, they only moved Florida.
Okay, it makes sense because by the time we settle, I think 3 years from 2002, so that's 2005. So Chicago, you stayed for like maybe another 6 years.
Another 6 years.
Okay. Which part of Chicago?
It was in the north side of Chicago.
Yeah. Because you usikiaga tu juu south side. Place ya trapping.
South side ni noma.
Huko ndio, I think there's a friend of mine based in the US. And kuna time alikuwa anatumiaga headlines za south side. There's a time when south side was really bad.
Yeah, there was
I think when Obama was still president.
Yes.
South side ilikuwa mbaya. So
I know he also came from the south side, but
there was a shooting like every weekend, every major nini kulikuwa na shooting.
It still happens.
Yeah. So out of hizo cities zote, Kansas, Chicago, Florida, which one do you feel most safe in?
They're all they're all okay, depending on which neighborhood you live in. Well, Kansas ni mashambani, so hakuna story mingi. So that one.
Sijua mshamba fulani naitwa Mobek, so tunaelewa.
Atakabete.
So kwanza Kansas uko na sister ama brother?
Brother.
Okay. Your sis was in which? Pia alikuwa Kansas bado?
Pia alikuwa Kansas bado. She has always been in Kansas. Yeah. She's still there.
She's still there?
She's still there. Although now she's moving back here. Yeah.
Okay. So now you moved to Florida. So ulipata job ukiwa Florida tayari ama ulipata?
Nikiwa Chicago, I applied. And I got the job in Miami, Florida.
Miami. I'm going to Miami. Welcome to Miami. Hizo siku za Will Smith getting jiggy with it akitu. Okay. So hiyo weather ilikuwa hapo. Alafu uko na kuna kwa kana this story of alligators. I think even this girl Dochi, she's from Florida and she has this album, see the alligator bites never heal, kitu kama hiyo. I don't know.
It's real. There's some areas where unaweza pata tu nini. So most people have pools in Miami because the weather is nice throughout in Florida. So saa zingine kuna watu unaweza pata tu umeamka unapata alligator kwa pool yako. Ama unaipata tu alafu unapata kijaribu kuingia kwa nyumba.
Alligator ndio gana asijui mdomo sharp. Which one is? Because there's a crocodile. Na alligator.
I think crocodile iko sharper.
Not the teeth. The
length.
Yes.
I think that's the difference. Inakonga hiyo mdomo.
Difference na kwa tu mdomo.
But mimi hata sionangi difference naona kama.
So hujaipata na any funny animal huko?
In nini?
I think here it's not just alligators ama?
There's all kinds of lizards. Iguanas. Iguana is like a huge lizard inatoshana hivi. So hizo ulikuwa unaziona hapo nje like kwa nyumba unakam tu hapo hivyo nini. Okay. Like a lot of lizards, a lot of turtles. Juu kuna pia canals and lakes, a lot of canals and lakes. So unaweza ziona tu zimekam kwa nini yako, poche yako.
Okay. So umekuwa hii place for all this time.
Yes.
But hii place pia nimesikiaga sometimes kuna kuna sinkholes.
Maybe some areas in Central Florida. Miami ko South Florida sana. So aina hiyo issue. Yeah.
Because hizo natural disasters are like one of the things I always thank God as hapenigi
Yeah, so
like Africa as much as other countries.
in Florida, what we get is hurricanes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huko ndio hurricane Katrina ilikuwa
Katrina ilikuwa New
Louisiana.
Orleans.
Yenye ilikuwa hurricane gani?
Kuna kunazo zimekuwa mob. The last one was ilikuwa inaitwa Irma. The worst one was ingine ilikuwa inaitwa Matthew or something like that. So ilikuja ika flatten a lot. But since ni muvuko akuja kuwa na a lot of kumekuwa na a few hurricanes but not very destructive.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Alafu sasa I think one thing hatujabonga ni juu ya figures umetoka Kenya kama student.
Yes.
The first job you ever did in the US, were you still a student? Like Kansas?
Yes. Yeah.
Kansas kuchukua how long kupata something to do?
I was able to at least get nini. When I got there, my sister had a housekeeping company.
Yes.
So kind of cleaning the house. Zawad. So I worked with her for a while. Nikingojea kupata hiyo kuna hiyo nini inaitwa social security number.
Yes.
So you can't work without it. So when you hear people say that they can't work bila makaratasi, that's the main one.
Okay.
So once I got that, then I was able to do job yangu kwanza ilikuwa housekeeping kwa hoteli.
Social security you can get even as a before you are as a student.
You can get as a student, lakini inakuanga imeandikwa imewekwa stamp.
Restrictions.
Yeah, restrictions. Not valid for employment or something like that. As a student.
So ndio upate hiyo ya employment, what did you have to do?
Kuna vile watu sasa ufanya job na hiyo yenye imewekwa hiyo nini?
Your stamp.
Yeah. So hiyo ndio
inakuwa ni hours. Unakuwa na maximum number of hours to work with it ama
you can find ways around.
Yeah.
So if you work in the school as a student, you restricted to I think 20 hours or something like that. So you have to find ways to work outside because hiyo ya shule haiwezi nini kusustain the bills are too much. Na bado umeacha watu hapo wanajua umefika majuu. So they are waiting for you to send money. Now any student.
Plus pia I'm assuming siku za kwanza so uli work kwa nini, which place did you work, a restaurant?
I worked in I did housekeeping in a
hotel. Your housekeeping na sister ko yom kumna do homes
kuosha
ama hotels
nini homes
yeah.
And then I did housekeeping in a hotel and I also did nini kwa factory kwa fanyanga kwa factory.
Okay. Nataka kutafuta hizo jobs za outside working with your sister. So you never worked kwa hizo restaurant na vitu kama hizo?
Restaurant no. I did hiyo nini factory and then nikaanza hiyo home care into a CNA. CNA is a certified nurse assistant.
Hizo zile Kenya tunaita kupanguza matako.
Hizo.
So ulipanguza matako?
Lazima upitie ulipe dues.
In Kansas?
Yeah, that was in Kansas. Yeah.
Because mostly inakuwa like old people, huh?
Yes. So ilikuwa ni nursing homes. Yeah, so unapelekwa kwa nursing home. Sasa
pole.
Unawasaidia
sana na move miguu. Vivi. Hii soft life inakuja na shida pia.
Niwe nakataa ku embrace the soft life.
Sijaifanya huko chini hivyo like nini. So CNA ulidu for how long?
CNA nilidu for almost actually the whole year time yote nilikuwa Kansas. That's what I did until I moved to Chicago. Then I was still doing the same thing but now I was doing it in a hospital.
Okay.
So then after that
hospital, what are you doing? It's not just old people.
It's not just old people, it's the sick people. So you're helping the nurses when unaenda kufanya hizo. So that now you have to take a class ndo uende kusaidia hizo. You're doing the vital signs, some procedures kidogos. Yeah. So
the oldest person should deal naye? Approximate age?
It's by 90s ilikuwa usual.
Okay. So 90s hapo mtu sasa iko na diaper full time.
Yes. And kama ni kukula kuna wengine lazima umuende mwa feed.
And how much are you getting paid per hour?
At that time it was like maybe $10 an hour.
Which looks like a lot of money in Kenya, but in the US
that's
very little. It's not worth the shit.
Yes, literally.
Okay. Ikonini. So kwa majuna unatry kutuma pesa Kenya, the best platform kutumia ni LemFi. Cause LemFi ukupatiaga the best exchange rates. Na apart from that pia inakupatia the highest limits to send. Unzabaki umesend $8,000 in one day. Hiyo ni close to around 1 million shillings. Ama $16,000 in 1 week. Hiyo ni around 2 million shillings. Ama $32,000 in 1 month. Hiyo ni around 4 million shillings. So try kuimagine unafanya kitu kama construction hapa Kenya. LemFi unachangamka nayo haraka haraka. Alafu pia kitu moja poa na LemFi ni saa hizi kuna vile zabaki pia umetumia till na pia pay bill za M-Pesa, ubaki umelipa bills ukiwa huko masaid za US. So tuseme wewe ulipiaga familia yako internet ama unalipia stima, unazalipa ukiwa huko na ubaki umetake advantage of those good exchange rates that I was talking about. But pia kuna kitu moja inaitangua cashback. So for your first $100 transaction ukituma utabaki umepatiwa $20 cashback. Alafu pia in that same transaction kuna vile utabaki umesupport Ikonini, because Ikonini pia tutabaki tumepata $20. Na story behind hii ni kitu inaitwa referral. So tumia referral code Ikonini. Na cheki simple tu hivyo, Ikonini as one word, na utabaki umepata $20 cashback on your first transaction ya $100 and above. Na pia Ikonini tabaki tumepata kitu, so utakuwa umetusupport. So unangoja nini? Tumia LemFi. LemFi, international payments for everyone. Ikonini. Okay. And by now job kama now you're a pharmacy in Florida, how far is the pay by then per hour, for example?
For a pharmacist? For a pharmacist?
Like tunaanza na pale ulianzia. So like Florida, you moved for how much
Florida,
per hour?
so that's like about $60 an hour.
Oh, that was good. That was really good. Damn, in 2011.
This was 2011, yeah.
Damn, utafanya nataka niende kwa boda saizi, nataka uniingiza let me learn. Podcast and chilling and pedicure is not working. Oh, okay. And so now Nini, one thing we try to understand is dealing with family, especially time kama hii where you are working for $10 an hour. People don't know it's $10. So wewe of course sister brother walikuwa hapa. Nyinyi siblings wangapi?
8, tulikuwa 8 total.
Yes.
So sisi watatu ndio tulikuwa huko.
Yeah.
And then 5 us were still here.
Yeah. How 5 hako nauliza maswali like umetusahau? No,
lazima you have to help my school fees, watoto, supporting mother, all those things.
Yeah, kuzia mother na understand.
Black tax lazima.
Yeah, black tax na understand. Na sasa mtuka wewe ukimarika that soon, sinaweza kuwa tricky because ulimarika Kenya na uligo international.
He was American.
Yeah. Kuzio si hapo ndio nasikia black tax uletaga shida
because they don't understand
how like
sasa
na by that time
unapeana pesa.
Yeah. Kuzio nasikia it does not even matter the race or what, even like black Americans never understand why you're sending money to your family back in Africa, sindio?
Yeah. Hiyo inakwanga tu issue, but you have just to establish it from the beginning. This is our culture, this is what we do. Whether it makes sense or not.
Yes. Yeah, because uko nini? Okay.
Lakini bado inaletanga two issues.
Yeah, I can understand. Like kuzao nafikiria ati watu wamebaki nyuma ni lazy. Na tukiendaga kule tunajisukumaga, si ndio?
Watu jituma sana. Kenyans especially. Kasa hizo nilikuwa nafanya, niko student and I'm doing 2 full-time jobs and full-time school. So saa zingine ulikuwa unajipata hata ujalala for like a whole 48 hours. You're just moving from one job to the other, then school, then back to the other job. Because
when you say your job, like for example CNA.
Yeah. So CNA.
I hope like mtu asipolala it makes you mapua isiwaka. So napanguza tu mavi. Because otherwise that's hiyo ni shida.
That's a tricky job.
Yeah, that's a really
so at that time job. I was working in a zinaitwa group home.
Yeah.
So a group home inakwanga people who have special needs. maybe cerebral palsy or those things in wheelchairs, they can do things for themselves.
Yes.
So that's better than a nursing home. So you have like maybe 5 people to take care of. So if you have to go help them take a shower, kuna malift unawachukua unaingiza kwa nini? Kwa zinaitwa hizo bathtub. And you help them. So that was okay. So I did that for a while.
And then kwa pharmacy, I have to ask you about vitu kama hizi opioids. A lot of them are like hiyo ni oxy, yes. For example, zinakuwaga ni prescription hiyo ni ya pain,
Yes.
So fentanyl hiyo ni ya nini?
It's also for pain.
It's also for pain. But kwa nini nasemekanaga kidogo kabisa inaweza ua mtu?
Like, it's very strong. So fentanyl is almost more than 10 times stronger than Oxycontin, than morphine.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very strong. So ufai kutumia fentanyl before you have actually tried everything else. Wananzanga na vitu si opioids, and then you go to the opioids, and then before ufikie fentanyl.
Yes.
But now, of course, the people who use it are abusing it.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're not supposed to be
inatumikaga kwa mtiko kwa koma ama like, cause what I hear is I always see like hata majuzi when the White House, that lady was saying that Trump has saved 375 million Americans. What she meant was like very little can cause so much damage.
Yes.
So unasema inatumikaga kwa watu wako, so if it's used as a painkiller,
it should only be used in the hospital. Yeah. Sababu actually ilikuwa was not even available tablets. Ilikuwa available only IV ya kudunga na patches. Kuna zile patches natumianga. But then ikaanza sasa kumanufacturiwa on the streets.
So kwa streets au itumia ku boost highness ama?
Kwa sababu sasa umekuwa addicted to the opioids to the point where the addiction, the way it works, it's like you're chasing that high.
Yes. And
then unaanzia kidogo, you go to the stronger ones, and then it's not working, so you have to keep going up and up. So that's how now they get to the street stuff, because that's strong, not regulated.
Yeah.
Because medications are very regulated in the US.
Okay. Yeah, because kuna kuagana hizo OTC, over the counter, and things that are not over the counter.
Yes.
Akina oxy. So akina oxy pia ufanya gato na feel high, ama?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's very addictive.
Yeah. So humans waga na hiyo, like they make sure that everything if they can get a high from it, they get a high from it.
Yes. They're always chasing that high.
Okay, that's really interesting, because I always see your story. So now criminals wakiweka alafu iwe watu inakuwa ni mostly accidental ama like they don't know how potent it is.
Yes,
because nasikia like a small piece like this can kill like 100 people.
Yeah. Na watu wanakujanga saa zingine hizo patches you're only supposed to put one on and change, and that one patch is supposed to last for like 72 hours.
Okay.
Unapata mtu amekuja saa zingine hosi na hiyo overdose ameka patches kama all over. That's a lot. So that can easily like
inakuwa it's not in pill form.
There's manufactured these on the street.
Yes.
Yeah, but zenye zinakwanga legal. It's usually patch and IV. Nza kudunga mostly.
Yeah. So that's interesting. So US okay, the first time ulirudi in 2006 Kenya.
Yes. Yeah, 5 years later.
By that time you of course zilikuwa umeshamarika.
Yeah.
You could just move around.
I had the documents to move around.
But there's something interesting umetoka kusema vile like your sister ana plan to move back. So kwa nini you feel mna need to move back at some point? Ukishaishi umezoea efficiency, clean highways.
I think at the end of the day home is still home.
Yes.
Na me I always love Kenya, especially Nanyuki. So I always knew I'll come back. So kuna ile unajipanga, and then you, even when you're doing your retirement planning, whatever you're saving nini it'll go longer in Kenya. So if you can, there's a lot of people that come back and then they can't deal with hiyo inefficiency na nini za Kenya. But ukikuja tu ufike airport una switch mindset. Unajua umeingia Kenya, you're dealing with the Kenyan system. Then you'll be fine. That's how usually I operate maybe.
Unajua corruption and inefficiency.
So then you deal with that, and then but all in all, Kenya it's Kenya, it's best, it's home. So for a lot of people, they would want to, but when they come back, then they can't handle these all
because a certain level of
efficiency. You have to have you have to have a certain mindset to survive Kenya. Especially if you have been there for like kama mimi hiyo miaka yote. So you have to like either really decide utarudi and keep up. Keep up with the Kenya. Because kama sasa ulienda over 20 years and you don't know what's happening, things are very, very, very different from when I left. But because I come back often, so I'm able to know what's happening. That's why I'm even able to come and invest and try businesses na vitu kama hizi.
Because like one of your investments of course ni La Vida Salon and Spa. So kwa nini uliamua kufanya salon and spa? Because Kenya tunakuanga na biashara zile tunajua uza mogoda, like, there are those specific ones. Salon and spa. Why?
I did all those, but I like to travel, so I travel a lot. Kuna friend yangu anakuanga na travel business, and she curates travel for groups. We go to different places, and now she's based in the US, but she makes travel plans for Kenyan women mainly. So to travel na a lot of places, but one of the things that she focuses on, which I also did before I met her, is self-care. So wherever we travel, we would find a nice spa, and just relax, get massages, and pedicures, manicures, just get spoiled because umefanya job. Unasikia vile tunafanyanga job huko. It's like day and night, you're doing double shifts, nini. So you just want to relax. So whenever I travel, I find that place. So when I come to Kenya, I also do that. But sasa unaona kama huku kwetu Nanyuki, same thing. So I would come and try to find a nice place to just have a relaxing time, get spoiled. You can come, have a drink, get your, get your massages, get your
because even like kitoto juu ni hii kitu ni nimekalia naweza finya hivi alafu just get a massage
as you're doing it.
So it's,
and then you can also actually get an actual massage, an hour massage, 2 hours, whatever. So like that. But sasa ilikuwa hard kupata a nice place that is just relaxed and like the level of the spas that I have seen when I'm traveling. I couldn't actually find one in my hometown. So I was like, why not like make one? And so now I can come here and get all the services I need. I have like very awesome people working here that they know what they're doing, so you can come get all those services. Alafu then it's still a business.
Kusata mimi after hii nini like this pedicure
unaona hata vile umerelax mpaka
after hii pedicure najua nataka niende home alafu niekele miguu kwa bibi naambia angalia miguu. I look different.
Like feel this.
So
self-care is important, and especially for women. For a lot of times, like, not like to be sexist or anything, but women like are always like taking care of
yes I know that
the home, then people taking care of you, taking care of the kids, taking care of things all the time. Hata mimi nikikujanga hapa, most of the time I'm just like doing things for so we forget to take care of ourselves. So a spa inakwanga at least one day you can take and just go get spoiled, where you're not thinking about hizo ma responsibilities zote for those a few hours that you're here. So after that sasa urudi shughuli, but unarudi na different mindset. So it always worked that way for me. So that's why I was like, okay, this is something to do, because there was a need. Whenever you're doing a business, you have to check what is the need, fill the gap.
Inakuwaga hivyo simple, just fill the gap. And I think it's nini so maybe kwa hizo the spas that you've seen around the world, which one, there has to be that one moja ile ilifanywa kasema lazima one day I need to have open such a business. Which country was it? Am I still within America?
No, it was Maldives.
Okay, okay.
The Maldives. Maldives
Really?
was a bit different. It was like this uko, like they would have the spa was like this, but the imejengwa over the ocean. So the floor is clear. So you're seeing like hata ukifanya your massage, you're looking down and you're seeing like the water. You're seeing fishes and sharks and sijui nini zinatembea huko chini.
Maldives has
It's
to be
like
expensive, isn't it?
it is, but it's like it's different levels. You can go to a place, it has like everything. So you can go to a place that is very expensive, the resorts, but you can also have a area, especially the local islands, where it's a ni kama kwenda coast. Yeah.
Like how much per night?
It could be like
Ile stamka asubuhi nipate kamera ameenda.
no, but though it's
Computer
very
pia
safe,
ameenda.
very safe, because it's a Muslim country and they're
It's
like
Muslim.
yeah.
I've always assumed it's nini because najuaga when I look at it as a sin country. You understand? Like country ya raha.
Maldives.
Yeah.
No, it's not. In the local islands, you can't even find a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all like
know that.
juice places, nini. So if you want to go to a bar, it's the resorts.
Yes.
The hotels, like nini, those ones they can sell alcohol. But in the local islands, you can't even find the alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the bars and ama anything like that is like out in the water. Ni kama boat club uko, it's not allowed to be on land. So ni uko kwa maji.
Oh.
Yeah.
So let's say izo the so-called not expensive places.
Yeah.
How much are we thinking about a night?
You can even find places ranging because they also have Airbnbs and stuff. You can have ranging from less than 100 to maybe like 200 a night dollars.
Okay.
So unaona it's not like crazy because the resorts themselves are expensive. Those are you're talking about thousands. Yeah. So
Okay. And Maldives ogapi?
it's on off the Indian Ocean. Karibu na, I think from here would be about a 5-hour flight.
Oh, it's short. That's short.
It's short. It's very near.
Yeah. Okay.
Because for us, we had to come fly to Dubai and then from Dubai to Maldives, it's like 4 hours. So ni kama kukuja.
Alafu the weather there ni tropical ama ni like
It's tropical. It's very beautiful. Yeah. So that was like one of the best spas. But then some of the best massages was like in Bali.
Indonesia.
Yeah, that's like a specialty. And then it's very, very accessible and affordable. So you can just have people come to your house and do massages for.
How much? Like that?
You can even get like $10 for hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, ni mtu ni kama wakia a hour a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so all that now gave me the idea to like, let's do this in my hometown.
Okay, yes, because another thing that would be like, why not invest in Nairobi? Why Nanyuki?
Mi sikuangi mtu wa Nairobi sana. I like Nanyuki. I like the serenity, the umetembea huku, it's like a nice quiet town.
Hata siwezi ongea juu yake mpaka ni confirm because they're too good to be true.
It's very cosmo, it's very like cost friendly.
Yeah. Like we went to that club flani pale. What was the name of your place tulikuwa, the hotel? The one that has
Nicoli.
a club. Nicoli.
Is it
and
Soyo club.
And like even the acoustics in that club. Like yeah. So like what do you think will happen to Nanyuki in like 10 years?
It's growing. We don't even know. It's growing so fast. Things are changing. It has changed a lot in the last few years because people now discover, especially after COVID, people discovered, you can have Nairobi life in Nanyuki.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people moving and buying property here.
Yes.
So it has become quite expensive in the last few years, but still haijakuwa ile out of nini, but it's going to get there. It's going to be.
Okay.
There's a lot of people. I don't know if you've seen all these people who sell land and they bring people here from Nairobi. Nini. We didn't get a chance to show you some of the nini kwa watu wananuanga holiday homes, but there's a lot of people who have bought holiday homes here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they come here on the weekends.
Yeah, because that's the one thing ile nimecheki. And why do you think people love Nanyuki hivyo? Like, because kuna neighborhood ingine hapa tulipitia, it looks like a mini Karen. Like it's really and then pia like kwa club I'm seeing all races hapo naona or at least white people and black people kwa wingi.
Yeah.
Mpaka nasikia there is a time there was a mass immigration from Karen to Nanyuki of white people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's cosmopolitan, so you don't get that vibe at yuko sijui kwa like in a certain, there's no tribal feel.
Yes.
In Nanyuki, so you feel like you're just mko tu. And then again everything is available. So ni kama it's not it has the ushago vibe without the ushago inconveniences.
Yes.
So you have everything. You have the supermarkets, you have the clubs, you have the apartments, you have everything that you can get in Nairobi, but bado ni ushago.
Yeah.
So people I think like that mix.
Alafu pia I think having lived in the US, I don't know kama unaweza explainia watu the concept that US haina Nairobi. Does that make sense? In that you see, like in Kenya, if I want to make it 100% make it, I need to be in Nairobi.
Yeah.
If not, I might go to Mombasa. If not, niende
A major
Kisumu.
town.
But US inakuwaga Kansas niko sawa nikiwa New York, niko sawa nikiwa Texas.
Yeah.
Like
Because,
I think that's what we need
Nini,
here. That's what wajue.
I think that was the concept of the county governments.
Yes.
Because usually the Nini states are managed like a county. It's a government in its own.
Yes.
So you don't need to go to have a Nini to have at your main city. Go to New York or Chicago or whatever to make it, because if a county is managed efficiently, then you have all the resources and the Nini to survive in your own county. Then you don't need to go anywhere else.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what happens, Iko. And I think that was the concept that was supposed to be here, but of course, because of corruption and all that stuff. But there's some counties that will do well, and others zitabaki tu
hivyo, but
kule tu zilikuanga.
But I think it's more because wako clueless. We can turn every county into a mini Nairobi in its own way.
Yes.
Like there's always something that it can offer.
You have the money. You have this. Every county has something to offer that is different. But I guess people don't know how to maximize. Unapatanga kama huko hata hizo mashambani huko Kansas, they have their corn, mahindi wana growing.
Yeah.
They focus on that, and that's what gives them whatever they need.
Grow corn, because that's interesting, because even like that friend who niko na muenjoy, Mobek, a very good supporter of the show. Mobek lives, used to, because I moved to Ohio, I used to live in Maize, a city called Maize in Kansas. So they literally have maize huko.
Yes.
Yeah. Kuna ishi kwa mahindi.
Yeah. Na bado ita support the county from there. So it's just the management. The resources.
Yes. So kama saizi naona mimi na kuna vitu nafanyiwa zile wewe ufanyiwi. Kwa nini? Like what's going on here? If I may.
Yako ilikuwa ina need extra touch.
Miguu zangu zina shine saizi mpaka naogopa. Nanyuki ingekuwa najua ningeenda nje ni wake moto. So now what we just had was a pedicure.
Yes.
So
sasa wewe unaona
pedicure anaanza na nails,
whatever umefanyiwa, and then ina end up na sasa nails hiyo kupakwa rangi, because I had got them done like last week, so I don't need to redo them now, so I'll come back. But yours sasa pale umefikishwa sasa, ungekuwa sasa unafanyiwa kupakwa rangi.
Katu anashindwa kwa nini iya na iko kwa room fulani anapakwa vidole za miguu. Haja tatuonyesha kwa studio.
Rapcha anafanyiwa massage.
Yeah, kuna hiyo. Okay. So and like how much is a pedicure? If you like whatever I've just gotten that full,
you talk to my therapist.
So hii service yote ile have like how much was this?
They are normally 1,500.
Yes.
Because the men will be only doing the pedicures and that foot
Massage.
foot rub. Then we are not applying anything. But if you want a clear, you will get a clear.
Yes.
For the ladies, even if you want just a normal polish, you will get it with that 1,500.
Oh, okay.
For the ladies, we have normal polish and we have gel polish. For that, it goes for 2,500.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And cause maybe lady anaweza toka Nairobi anataka, cause this is really affordable, nataka maybe when they're on holiday they do this and then they go back. So mko open which days?
We are open from Monday to Saturdays.
Oh, okay.
From 8,
Mm.
and even if they will come maybe from 6,
Mm.
we can continue serving them until
Yes.
we are done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so inafaa kwa 8 to 6 p.m.
Yeah.
but you can extend if need be.
As long as there are clients seated,
Yes.
we serve them.
Oh, okay. So that's the pedicure.
Yeah.
Manicure?
Our manicures are 1,200,
Mm.
but now manicures they have that's a manicure and a normal polish.
Yes.
But manicure and gel polish we do them at 2,000.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what about massage? Because kuna hii free massage kama ile napata saa hizi. So watu wanafaa kujua jo hii yangu saa hizi unaona na get nini and a massage at the same time. I'm just controlling from here. But now someone who wants the massage ya kawaida.
The full body massage.
Yes.
So we have a relaxing massage.
Mm.
That is 3,500.
Yes.
And then we have our deep tissues
Mm.
at 4,000.
Okay.
And we have hot stone
Mm.
at from 6,000 upwards. But now massages they range with time. We have 1 hour and we have the 2 hours.
Yes.
So if you're doing more than 1 hour, that is an extra charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And these are professional massage therapy.
Yes.
Massage therapist.
Masseuses.
Don't call it masseuse.
Yes,
He
masseuse.
doesn't like the masseuse. He says massage therapist.
massage therapist.
Ni wale wa kushika sign pale nje.
Oh, wale wa happy ending. Oh, okay. So hii hot stones inakwagaje and what is it mainly for? Cause nishaona like inatumika that it can be used to help in treatment. What happens with hot stones?
So to each and every massage,
Yeah.
it helps you in so many different ways.
Mm.
But the hot stone massage, it helps the blood flow,
Yeah.
and maybe if you want to relieve some pain, it helps you relieve that. Maybe if you have
Like
some joint pain.
focus.
Yeah.
Oh, next time nafaa kufanya hot stone. Hapo tuko back pain hapo niwekelea mawe moto. There has to be like these are special stones, eh? It's not just some random.
Stones, they are heated.
Yeah.
They are well heated with electricity, and then they are well pressed in the right places because you don't just press them everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also wezi na maandamano ukoe mahali kuja nisaidieni na hii mawe. Oh, okay. And so which services are there? Let's start with the services. Zile sa mtu akikuja La Vida Salon and Spa. Which services are they getting? Apart kuna pedicure, manicure?
We have facials, we have waxing.
Okay.
We do the leg waxing.
Yes.
We are doing the bikini,
Mm.
and we are doing the full body waxing.
Okay.
Yeah. We
Oh.
also have like full body scrub,
Mm.
and we also have our steam bath, the sauna.
Yes.
So you can have a body scrub, and you can go to the sauna.
Yeah.
Steam.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
steam room.
bath. Yeah.
Okay.
And we have a barber shop.
Hey, pia kuna barber shop. Like we'll take people on what is it called? A tour of this place. But Monica, asante sana for being a gracious host.
You're welcome.
Alafu
Karibuni
pia
Nanyuki.
on behalf of Iko Nini, nawacha ni kuthank as a Kenyan in America. Naitaga Kia, umetusaidia sana as Iko Nini through the support. We appreciate. And pia you've made me really want to invest in Nanyuki. Because nimekuja hapa nikasikia the prices and then I look at the place and the potential. I feel like the potential is too big.
And we have places like this in Nanyuki.
Yeah.
People don't know.
And there's a little Karen somewhere. That neighborhood we passed through, it's a very, in quotes, rich neighborhood. Does it have a specific name?
That's Muthaiga.
It's called Muthaiga?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, yo Muthaiga ni kama Muthaiga Nairobi. Damn. Like, if someone knocked you out and you woke up on that street, you'd think you're in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this has been a special episode, podcast and pedicure. Tumekuwa na Monica, asante sana.
Yeah.
Pia nimekuwa na hizi raya za kawaida, sijui wamekuwa wapi. Nilikuwa na enjoy Ian amekuwa the cameraman handling the extra footage. Sasa tunataka kumake our tour, tubaki tumeunderstand vile kunaenda, and hopefully we get Rapcha getting a massage or something.
Yeah, he
So-
has to get a massage. Alisema hajawahi pata massage.
Yeah, majaipata. So kama kawaida, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend, tukimalizia kusema Iko Nini.
Ikonini.